Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us again. We have a little bit of a special Black Wednesday pregame podcast. We decided that, we usually kind of we'd like to go out on a Black Wednesday. God, that's honestly one of my favorite things to do. You get to see a lot of people you haven't seen all year. More recently, I think this holiday, when I was like 21, 22, 23, it was like the best night. Like bananas. It was so much fun. Now it's a little bit different. I think it's more people kind of go home and they go to the hometown bars. So when you're in Chicago, maybe not but it's a really nice time to kind of grab a drink with the guys and just have a good night out before eating like a freaking pig.
The popular places are popular, and the places that aren't
are dead.
Normally are dead.
Yeah.
So but it's you pick a good place, and you could be raging because everyone's going to go to that one joint.
Yeah, the small town bar my girlfriend's from was definitely popping last year.
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. I remember you sending Snapchats about that, yeah.
And popping compared to
it's a relative concept. But,
I mean, gargoyles in a cage don't really do it.
The level of energy was...
There was also, I meant the quantity of people for a small
area.
So
were the women.
And I know what I'm saying is Wednesdays, this night, for this week, like 2019, was better. So Friday was garbage, Saturday was garbage, and then you're back to... everybody having fun. Because everybody's just out in Chicago, everybody's out of town. A lot of people, move to Chicago to work. And then on the, holidays, everybody's gone. So, but with our favorite Pandy, everybody's just, hopefully you're being smart. And if you're traveling, hopefully you're being smart. I don't know what to say.
Being safe. Wearing your mask.
Yeah.
Socially distancing.
Washing your hands. I get it. Yeah. Everybody's so tired of this.
traveling this year, man. It didn't slow it down at all.
Not at all.
I had to do 2 things. Took me 3 hours because I had to go basically past north and then back to my place. That's all I did. I was just dropping something off, coming back. Took me like an hour and a half.
It's terrible.
What would take 10 minutes.
Going downtown was rough today.
Yeah.
I mean, for like 3:30 in the afternoon.
Lot of
they're asking people to not even like just do like if you're home with your family now, like a small immediate family, just do it. People just don't care.
Yeah.
They have zero care for, and if you're tired of it and that's your opinion and you don't think it's a big deal, I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I'm starting to buckle down more. Like
I'm
getting into situations where I could be at something, but I'm like, it's a bit too big, and some people I don't know. I'm not going to do it anymore.
I know 3 people in the last month who've gotten it and have no idea how they got it. Just fucking passing through the day, passing somehow and gotten it. Yeah. And that scares the shit out of me because, again, I live at home with my parents, so giving it to them is not... So I do have a little bit more worry.
Pick it up around this time of year anyways because the people you are going to see are the people that are most important to you.
Yes.
So for us, that's our parents and those are the ones that are in the groups and stuff. So it's like... one of those things.
So we decided, and going forward, we're going to try to do a special, podcast for kind of those drinking holidays that we like to partake
a little
in.
extra rowdy.
Yeah, we love to.
Say going nowhere again. I like it, guys. I like it.
We don't have enough reasons to drink.
We'll buy some food. We'll buy some food. Dial the drink screen that day.
Because if it wasn't for this, I would be at home doing nothing, and I'd honestly probably be going to bed about 10 o'clock. That would be.
You're like an 8:30.
Yeah,
at bedtime. A little Aqua Teen Hunger Force before bed, and then out.
Well, listen, we'll get back. We'll start. We'll do the kind of tradition. A little introduction. Chris, how we doing?
Doing good, Bob. How are you?
How's your week been, man?
It's been fine. Been slow. Nothing going on. I think I've gotten more emails in the last 3 hours that I've been away from work than I've gotten the whole entire week. Yeah. It's weird. Everybody waits until the last minute to send you something.
This week I thought it was going to be a little bit more lamer, and it was definitely not. It's picked up, and I think people are starting to feel the end of the year kind of come creeping up on everybody. So everybody's kind of reaching out. But it was a quick week, so I hope everybody else at home has tomorrow off first. And maybe hopefully you have a short day or an easy day on Friday, because I definitely am taking an easier day on Friday. Joe, how we doing, bud? You got that? How was your little vacation going? A little Monday, Tuesday?
It's been Monday. I literally cleaned this place from head to toe. I came in.
Nice. It does look nice.
So, Joe, why is the couch so sticky?
I vacuumed.
With a laptop.
Listen, I cleaned yesterday. Today is a different story. No. I just cleaned, like, windowsills.
Don't bring the black
The
light.
only thing I didn't clean, I just realized, were the blinds in that window, because I had them up. But otherwise, I steamed the floors. I wiped everything down. I vacuumed every bit of dog hair.
Looks very good,
dog,
Joe.
no girlfriend. I could clean everything, and it's going to stay clean.
That's awesome.
Looks good, Joe. Looks good here.
Oh, it felt so good. And then yesterday, I did fuck all nothing.
How
fuck
the video
all
games
nothing.
going?
I was playing. That's all I did. I played video games and I watched
shit ton of porn.
movies.
Shit ton of porn.
And that's all I did yesterday.
Old like 70s porn, so they had actual plots to back in the day.
Oh, there you go.
The joke really gets into those kind of ones.
We're not going to go into porn choices. All right, guys?
The story's so good, guys. The story's so good.
We're not going to go that route. Just don't, I don't want to think about that right now. I'm enjoying a nice old-fashioned. I don't want to think about Joe and his porn selection, okay?
I don't like the fact that Joe likes the big old bushes, huh?
I don't like that Joe's porn talk is on this conversation. And I don't know why it's happening.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
There we go. Pat, how we doing, bud?
Looking a little tight still.
Yeah.
It's always looking tight, right? Like, I don't know if it's the vest or the sweater, but you're looking good today, bud.
I had a productive week at work, so I kept caught up a little bit, so it was good. Good week so far.
Yeah. I mean, we're
You
getting
like jerking off in the shower, Pat?
It depends. It depends.
No, we're not going that route. We're not going that route.
No, that's a line from,
I know.
That Will Smith movie.
Oh, they were having an honest
Pursuit
conversation.
of Happiness, where he's getting fired. And he's like, yeah, we just do personal preferences. He's like, they were firing him because he's black.
Yeah, for sure.
And
that was a tough movie.
Yeah.
Tearjerker.
I don't remember this
he's like,
masturbation
how is my
sequence.
personal life a part of this job? My job is like something, at least I think it was this movie. Maybe I'm forgetting. But he's like, to prove a point, he's like, hey, Bob, do you jerk off in the shower? And he's like, how dare you ask me that question? He goes, that's exactly what you're doing to me. Go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
Not that I'm saying that. I just wanted to.
I've seen the movie one time, but I don't remember that scene. But you could be right, Jeff.
I could very well
be right.
It's definitely in.
It's a movie, but I don't know if that's the same movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie.
That just seems like an odd context for that movie.
It could be.
But hey, anyways.
We're not going to let that go. We're going to let that go.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get back to that point at some point.
Oh, no, wait. Perfect podcast. Or, we am saying in this podcast is, our facts are probably never true.
Nope.
Because if our facts are like anything like our picks, they're dog shit.
Ooh, I have to do a shot. I lost.
No, you didn't.
So,
wait. Was Tampa Bay the underdog? No.
They had to win by 4 for you to win. Your side of the bet.
Peter's got to take the shot because Tampa Bay lost 27.
Could someone explain to me where this shot came from? Did I miss that?
I thought Tampa Bay won 38-10.
So I read off my table biddy last week, and it was Tampa Bay's 8-1 against the spread.
Wait, no, Joe has to do a shot because we're talking about. No, I get it.
So why did you have to do this?
Damn it, Chris and his bullshit shenanigans.
So here it was. It was Brady's 8-1 in his career against the spread on Monday Night Football. On Monday Night Football as a favorite of 7 points or fewer. Tampa Bay was a 4-point favorite. They lost by 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Joe came in. He's like,
if you haven't heard it, just go back to the podcast.
I guess I missed that one.
I owe Joe a shot. Too bad there's none of that apple pie from your house.
Actually, I could have brought it yesterday.
Well, yeah, it would have been nice. We were also going to get. I was looking at shots at Vinny's, but I owed Joe the shots. So I was going to let him decide on that.
I listened to that podcast last night. Clearly, Joe didn't learn his gambling, and I thought I lost the bet.
Nope.
No, that's why I didn't have one prepped. I totally.
So Joe still doesn't understand gambling.
Misunderstood. Yep.
No, well, I mean,
it's a learning. Hey.
He looked up the wrong score anyways. He was like 28.
Yeah, I saw 38-10 last night.
I think that was 2 weeks ago. I believe.
That was maybe
3 weeks ago. Anyways, we digress. Right?
That's fucking hilarious. Well. So just to kind of get into what we're drinking tonight, I made the boys old fashions.
Very good, thank you, Peter.
You're welcome, brother. The only mistake I made is not bringing a fucking orange like an idiot. I mean,
it's just a peel, so it's more garnish than actual flavor difference.
You do a little swirl.
It looks nice.
But I left that. I left 2 brand new oranges at home. But we're drinking one of our favorite whiskeys.
There's always Saturdays.
There is definitely Saturday. we're drinking one of our favorite whiskeys, McKenna. If you don't know this whiskey, it's probably kind of hard to find right now, huh, Chris?
Yeah,
we're sitting in a small can.
Yeah,
I have like 2 3/4 bottles, I think.
Joey's looked like he had like 7.
I think I've got.
And Chris has got.
We got about like 8 at our house.
So we're hoarding the market on the McKenna.
Yeah.
If you guys want some, email the podcast. And we'll $1,000 a bottle. Anybody wants one, can come get one.
And the pricing may just be a tad bit high.
Just a tad.
Hey, it's supply and demand, Chris, and you know.
And ain't no supply right now. Me and Chris stopped and got our boys the champagne of beers. We sent out a snap again. Instagram post and Twitter, podcast at podcast S&P, and we got. You can see the actual champagne bottle that we got these boys.
It does look like a champagne bottle. You were everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's what it's.
All needs is a cork, and then it's got a champagne.
Well, that's the champagne. That's why it looks like a champagne bottle.
I get it. It really looks like one.
Yeah, they did a nice little thing.
It's still shit beer. It's still shit beer, but it's
of course, no. And then Joe was nice enough. His sister bought him a bottle of whiskey in Japan, which I think he's got a little bit of a story too. But again. Please check out our Instagram, our Twitter. You can take a look at the bottle. This bottle is probably the coolest whiskey bottle that's got to be out there for sure.
Yeah, so
I understand the cooler.
Katie ended up going to Japan like April of last year for her birthday. Katie's my sister.
Good job pre-COVID there.
And
good call.
When she was coming back, she said, what do you want me to get you? And I said, well, you know what I like, so I just go with that. I don't have anything. I said, get me something weird. So she got me a couple things that are of Japanese culture that are just outside of our thing. They're just odd, weird. Not true. And then I said, and then she happened to see this bottle of whiskey, and it was on sale for the equivalent of $50 there. And some stewardess came up and said, hey, Katie was looking and she was, hey, if you know somebody that likes whiskey,
so may I pour some?
Get them that. Yeah, go, by all means.
Does this pop up? I don't know.
And she's like, oh, okay, I'll grab it. Brought it over. Apparently, it's so hard to get. The bottle sells for $400 or $500 here. She ends up paying like $50
for that.
And the bottle alone goes for $100 or $150 after it's empty.
I do like the top. It's got almost like a little thing to make the pouring easier, and it doesn't show like most American bottles. Just open.
If you're not a pansy, Chris, wow, it does. It's a weird kind of air pocket type pour.
Yeah,
it's cool.
You're not going to over pour that.
I like that.
Yeah, but you can dribble on the side of the cup there.
Yeah.
That's a really nice kind of.
I got it all in the cup.
Chris, I saw that.
Chris, I'm backwards. There you go. Now it's good. Now we're good.
There we go, baby. Me and Joe are taking our time. We're taking our time finishing our old fashions.
Good, Joe. Thank you for sharing this rare whiskey with us.
Have you had some of it, Joe?
Yeah.
You can definitely tell.
I feel like Pat wasn't there when we had it.
Yeah, you shared it with me.
I think, yeah.
You're 100% right. It was hot. It was definitely a little bit hot.
It's
gold Nico whiskey.
Well, that explains why Chris knows it tastes more like Scotch already.
Yeah, it tastes like Scotch.
It's going to be hard to go from a beautiful old-fashioned to a hot Scotch.
It's a McKenna old-fashioned, too, which is very smooth whiskey.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous.
Damn, Joseph, $500 for a PlayStation 5?
Is that what you're looking at right now?
What's that?
You giving us all one right now?
No, those things are out of stock everywhere.
Oh, you can't find one? No. Not even on the gray net?
But it's
the dark web?
On the dark web. On the dark web, you can find everything.
Oh, gray net.
The gray web, the black web.
This stuff that's got me looking into whiskey stuff too now. Tracking things.
I was gonna try to talk to the guy at Benny's today, but the store was like I'll come back next week and talk to how these lists.
Again, when you go to just looking at the whole, it's like honestly today and tomorrow are like there's no such thing as a pandemic.
I couldn't believe how much traffic was out.
People were like climbing over me. Like I was like looking at a bottle of whiskey, and the one like climbed over me like.
Yeah, I know, dude. Oh, it's the worst. Absolutely, nobody has any type.
Dude, like a face shield and like a thing. I'm like, I don't care. Get away.
Oh my god. And then there's other people who don't give two shits. Like, somebody I know, his wife was very sick, and we asked, like, do you think it's COVID? He's like, how would I know? And it's just like,
I had a situation like that.
It's like, go get fucking tested.
Maybe he wants her to. Maybe he's been trying for the divorce for a long time and he wants to move on with his life there. And he's like, I hope so, baby. Come on.
I hope not. God damn. Hopefully not, Pat. Don't go that route.
Come on, ventilator, baby.
Go Dateline, baby.
Jesus. I won't be on Dateline with this one, baby. Come on.
I don't want to keep on the Pandy because everybody's fucking heard it 24/7. I don't want to be a Pandy network. But can I go into one thing I'm needing to talk about? No. That we've been watching, or not we together, but you've watched Deadwood, right?
I watched most of it. Yeah, I don't have a great recollection, but it was a while ago. Yeah, I did watch it. Yes.
Do you remember? Well, so the first season, Deadwood is. Think about Red Dead Redemption. Mm-hmm. It's just that.
Well, it's sort of based on a real town, a real area.
Deadwood, South Dakota was a.
But it's not. I don't know how historically accurate it is in terms of the.
Yes, I did look up a little bit of it. So this is what I love about fucking HBO. HBO does timepieces that are fucking phenomenal. Yep. Boardwalk Empire.
I know they just abruptly canceled. They abruptly canceled the end. That's where the end is really weird of the show because they ended on a cliffhanger and they're like, right, season. They're like, she was like, nah, we're good. Just like stop.
Wow.
Is there,
they did a movie. Yeah, there's a movie. I'm going to finish with it.
I gotta watch the movie.
Justin Roiland's one of the main characters. He was on Justified.
Yeah.
He was like the sheriff of the town in that movie.
Yeah.
Justified is a good show too.
Yeah. So they've done Boardwalk Empire. They did The Wire was Baltimore in the early 2000s, but their issues have always been the same. Boardwalk Empire was the 1920s, like Prohibition stuff, yeah. Deadwood is this town.
Perry Mason now too.
I watched first episode last night of that. Actually,
I haven't watched it yet. But so Deadwood, I know because I'm always way behind on everything. But so Deadwood is South Dakota during the gold rush, and Wild Bill Hickok and all this. They actually have like real characters.
Seth Bullock is the sheriff there, yeah.
And
Timothy Oliphant.
But so why I bring this up? I'm not trying to fucking advertise for HBO, but is. The first season, they have a couple episodes about smallpox and how the Deadwood is a small town that isn't like it's not a city, it's not like the United States doesn't recognize it, yada yada yada. But so they have their own government pretty much, and smallpox comes into their town, and the first person getting smallpox, they just try to get rid of it and pretend it didn't happen, and then secretly try to go get like a vaccine. And then it comes out and it's like a huge pandemic in the city. And it just reminded me, like if I would have seen this fucking pre-COVID time, I would be laughing like these fucking days.
You know what's fun fact about this is now that because of the Sturgis rally, the Dakotas are one of the hardest hit areas for the current pandemic.
Yes. But the watching that, if I would have watched that before COVID, I would have fucking laughed my ass off thinking like, this is
There's ridiculous. No way we could be that backwards and silly about it now.
Yeah. And they also did, and who knows how historical at all? That's probably not. But in the show, they actually got the vaccine, got everybody in line, got everybody vaccinated, like set up a tent, like they were fine. It wasn't as big of a deal because they took care of it instead of fucking hiding it. Where like right now, I'm not saying we're hiding it or whatever, but like just the parallels to like what was going on in that show.
I haven't seen the show in a while because I don't remember the episode at all.
I've never seen the show, but
it's a good show.
It's crazy that you talk about smallpox and it's being a pandemic, and now like I think it was maybe a couple years ago, smallpox was making a comeback because people refused to get vaccines. It's crazy.
And like the non-vaxxers, vaxxers, like whatever. We're not going to get into that because it's just you have your opinions and there's science.
There are correct opinions and wrong opinions, but that's okay.
And on this podcast, we are just correct.
Yes. There you go. And I just thought that like it just correlated so well because again, and this was when I started. This was in early October when it was coming back.
Yeah.
And like how crazy it was getting. Like Illinois was having 12,000 cases a fucking week or day.
I'm gonna pivot off of this, and I'm curious. So I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Similar thing. They made a joke about them getting some sort of disease that's hard to come by nowadays. But maybe it was measles. Maybe it was measles.
Measles seems like a common thing because I don't think Europeans like really vaccinate for it. So like, it seems like in Canada and like the Europeans, like when you're doing hockey,
whatever. But okay,
but measles, they were having it. They had it in the show, and I just thought like, oh, people are around them. Nobody's freaking out. And now I'm thinking, oh, that's
maybe mumps.
That's
mumps, yeah.
And I was like, oh man, the way they're reacting now, versus the way we would react to that, we'd almost be like 10 feet away, like don't come near me. I would say like if that was being portrayed in the media now.
How I felt, yeah.
And then I was thinking, man, that's a joke that now carries a different tone. Not to, but this is where I want to go with this, and this is highly, I guess it was a political thing. I still laughed at that joke. I still appreciated it because of the time it came out, and it was funny then. Now you probably can't get away with joking like that anymore. And so now there's like that whole thing with comedians getting in trouble for shit they said 5-10 years ago.
That's where you set the line and you move the line back like you can't touch it. It's interesting to me is like I'm on like Zoom meetings with people at work, and like it's interesting like when I talk to different people from my work, it's like my office is like 100 people roughly, and maybe a little more now, but like it's interesting when you talk to like some people are like definitely like the level of comfort by person is very different. Like I'm personally going in the office like once a week to like do some stuff. But like other people are very like they're not going anywhere. I don't leave my house until this is over with.
I know.
There's such a gamut of people though. It's just fascinating to see everybody's comfortable with stuff.
We got people in my office who are like, people need to start coming back into the office. Like that's what we're doing when your work's done and get back to normal. And it's like, yeah, but you realize you're doing this for a reason.
Yeah,
and
you can't force. I think I'm not sure of this, but like I'm sure there's HR issues you can't like force your employees back into the office.
Well, I don't know about that. I think if you can prove that it's safe, a safe working environment, you can say, hey, we need, and then productivity is not, your business is failing because you might be able to. But here's the thing, like my office, like it's two sides, and we're socially distanced, and me, Chris have been in our office all fucking year, have never not gone in. I wear a mask now, but some of the people might think mask wearing, COVID's not real. Like, it's such a different reality to what is really going on that, like, you almost are embarrassed to wear a mask when you're just trying to protect yourself. And now it's at the point where a few of them have gotten it, and like now we're much more safe about it. But it sucks that sometimes it takes somebody getting it.
But I mean, it's kind of hard to like trust people, like because you don't know what they've been doing.
It's not even trusting. Because I mean, like it's just like.
But look at us at the gym. Like we were at the gym today, and there's like 6 guys who were literally there every day that were there. They literally came over to where we were working out, and me, Peter, and Sexy Pupsy bust our ass to get our sets done so we can get as far away from. Just because
one guy's got a mask down here, one guy.
I mean, they take their mask down and everything, but you just can't trust.
No, that's what I'm saying. I said something.
Have consideration.
I said something. I was like, just worry. Like, I'm getting so frustrated because, like, they don't understand. Like, we're not scared, but we're around people, other people around people that could provide to an issue.
I mean, today I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and the guy, I don't know if the guy was drinking, like, just finished a drink, but he didn't know mask on, and I literally, like, sort of, like, did one of those, like, like, I bounced a step to the right. I'm like, whoa. Like, I had mine on. I wasn't nervous, but, like, but it's like when you're in an area with people who you don't know, who don't have masks, you're like, I don't know this motherfucker. I want to be.
You don't know exactly what they've been doing.
I want to wait for people I don't know.
They've been wearing a mask or not wearing a mask.
I feel like the smallest thing you can do is just wear a mask when you should around people.
You don't know. Like, they don't know you. You don't know them. Like
if you're out, that means you're comfortable enough and you're fine enough to be like that. But beyond that, there are people who, if they could go and didn't have to wear a mask, they would. There are people who are only out because they need to be out. So there's a range there, and the thing you could do that'll just make everyone happy is put a mask on for that moment, for a split second in time, and then you'll be on your way.
How easy would that be? But, and so we're at where we're at. Yeah. And,
I've learned not to go to the grocery store on Sundays anymore. Like, the Sundays I've been only by my house, the Mario's my house is, like, on Sundays. And I've been, like, kind of hungover, like, the last, I don't know how many Saturdays we're doing this now. So, like, and going there, and there's been, like, 1 million people. I think the amount of people when I'm hungover bothers me more than the actual COVID.
You know what's funny is I've noticed in the last 2 weeks I've done it.
I feel you on that, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not to cut you off, but we're driving so today we changed up podcast studios to Joe's apartment, and we're driving here, and there's all these fucking people out, and I'm getting aggravated. Yeah. Like, people, it's COVID. No hope. And then I'm like, my dumbass is driving to a podcast to drink my ass off, have a good night. It's like, all right, dumb. You can't get stupid.
On my way home today, I hit traffic, like, coming up the 90 at, like, I think I hit it at, like, what's that next by Kimball there. And I'm like, what the fuck are these people doing out? Motherfuckers, stay at home. Advisory. Get out of the way.
Sorry, Joe, totally cut you off. You were saying.
Oh, no. I was just saying, so the last 2 Sundays, we've had Sarah, my girlfriend, is taking the dog to puppy training, and then that's when I meal prep my meals. So I'll go to the store. To get all the ingredients I need to meal prep for the week. And going to Costco, I've been so hungover the last 2 days. I don't know what it is. I have a look in my eyes and not a single fuck to give. Because I just want to get in and out.
That's the worst.
But it is so packed. People are walking all over the place.
I'm sorry, you were hungover this week going to, or just on Sundays?
Just on Sunday.
I mean, when I roll to that park, I see those cars.
But it helps me because there's a level of get the fuck out of my way in my eyes, and I just carry myself a different way.
No, I get it.
I get that, Joe.
And I'm just I go through and I get my shit, because these people are doing stuff.
But the worst is
it's an activity. It's a medication day.
The worst thing is I've been saying
out of the way.
I'm the same where you are, but there's one spot in the grocery store that just catches me every fucking time, and I know it's going to annoy the shit out of me. Gets that meat counter to get my lunch meat for the week, and I look around, it's number 50, and I pull the thing, and I'm 62. I'm like, fuck!
Yeah. No, that's why you go find where I'm cut.
You get your number, you go for a quick shop.
Yeah, Katrina's doing all that stuff though. So I'm I'm just sitting there waiting, and I'm like,
oh fuck that.
This lady one day ordered. She ordered 9 things. I'm like, how do you need 9 things?
Oh, I know. Isn't that? I think that everybody says this. At least
I order 3 max. If I do more than 3 and it's really crowded, I'm just gonna move on. I'll get it later.
See, there's consideration. I hate that. When you go to, one of those that fucking kills me is when you go to Dunkin' Donuts. And you're trying, because there's 92 people, and you have to get every fucking breakfast sandwich.
Get that app ahead of time.
Yes, and then so I try to, I park to the side, I run to take it in, and the worst is when you fucking get caught by somebody in front of you, or just get to walk, you try to be polite, all right, go in front of me, and the motherfucker orders 2 bagels, 3 cream cheeses, a breakfast sandwich.
He's they got coffee, motherfucker, get out of the line, get out of the line.
Nothing will compare with the fact that you walk into the bank, you want to use the ATM, and the jackass in front of you has 15 checks that they got to deposit into the ATM. No. Get your ass out of the line. Wait in the line for the teller.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just taking money out. It'll be a 5-second transaction.
The people, it's never somebody like you or me who's when we go to Jewel and we have to do the self-checkout, we're beating everybody. Today, we're beating everybody. No one can fucking use it. What is so hard?
He's like, baby.
I was in line.
Me and Chris are walking around like Rocky.
You're just in and out. You're like, I know where this. The barcode is just boop, 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 boop.
Don't worry, baby. I got that ID code for you. Don't you worry about it. I got the code.
So you're helping people check themselves out.
He was like, I'm 9, baby. I'm 9.
No, it's IC10.
Whatever.
IC10. Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry. We keep cutting you off, baby boy. Get in there.
No, I was at the Jewel today getting some stuff, and this lady was in line, and there was a gap between basically people were walking through and then where you go into the self-checkout. So she waited in that, so she wasn't blocking it, which is great. It's very considerate. But then she got on the phone and talked on the phone for 2 minutes while all these people were getting off, and I'm like, you need to go. There's a line behind you. There's people checking out. You're holding up all these people behind you. And finally, I just went around her, and she's like, I'm next. And I was like, yeah, you are, but there's also 3 open spots. We're waiting on all.
Nothing is more annoying when you're in a line, and people are on their phone, and they're trying to talk to whoever. They're like, wait, hold on a second. And they're mix and match it. Yeah. Motherfucker, get off the goddamn phone.
You know what this podcast needs to be called? Wednesday night whining. Wednesday night whining. Try this now. It's the perfect fucking mix. So I'm giving Chris my old fashioned.
Spread that COVID, baby. Spread that COVID.
It's a little. Well, I
live in the same household, asshole.
Mm-hmm. They should quarantine together.
It's got the right amount of water, simple syrup, bitters, and whiskey.
It's not as sweet, but still kind of.
Joe, can you remind me of one thing? The map over there. Did you take? Is that from Corvus?
No, I didn't steal that. It was the one from Corvus that made me think of getting.
Oh, I got my own. You should take the one from Corvus. I'm not judging.
Framed it.
But
he's not judging you. You should, buying.
I'm not judging you for doing the right thing.
Yeah. Listen. He took. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to
I'm
not going to implicate Joe on this one.
I have a certain random alley item from the world, but it's okay.
That's great. All right, so hey, well, it's Blackout Wednesday.
It's funny.
Let's go over our plans for Thanksgiving. I know we talked a little bit, but let's just let everybody know what we're kind of doing. Joe, what you got? I know what you got planned, baby.
It's just gonna be a thing with my sister, my uncle, and my parents.
What's your go-to for Thanksgiving? Like when you get to that fucking table, because I know you're a man who can eat.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I know you're a man who can eat.
Wait, hold on. Serious question for Joe though. Are you going to have 3 different types of meat at your Thanksgiving?
Oh, 100%.
Do they still make 3 times?
Probably be.
Yes! Your mom's making all 3 with just like 5 of you?
Yes.
Your mom is a champion.
I can almost guarantee there's going to be.
Joe, I may show up outside your house.
Hey, can we let my man? I'd like to know for the meat.
I'm just letting Joe know that I may show up.
We're the same meats every meal for the last 25 years of my life.
Okay, go ahead, please. I'd love to know.
We're gonna have honey ham. We're gonna have beef tenderloin
and turkey.
What's beef tenderloin like?
It's good. It's a roast. It's like a roast of beef.
It's a roast.
I'm not like
they're kind of like they're like fillets though.
It's like filet mignon basically. That's just like roasted on with some seasoning.
It's so.
I know what it is. Yes, okay. But it's me and Peter. Just not the biggest kind of roast guys.
You know, our parents used to love to throw roast.
Yeah, but there's different. Like if there's like you got a beef roast that's really like tough. This is not. This is like
no. I mean,
I'm sure it's great. But our parents did okay with it. There's never anything. Joe, okay, so again, poor Joe gets fucking railroaded. What's the go? So when you sit down, because I know you're gonna be eating.
Here's my go-to.
I fucking hate you, Joe.
This is beef tenderloin, most important, right off the bat. Okay. Getting myself some mashed potatoes, getting myself some stuffing. Then I'm putting on the thick turkey gravy over the mashed potatoes and the stuffing.
Talking dirty to me right now.
Some of that beef tenderloin, nice, thin, juicy juice to sprinkle all over that beef tenderloin. I'll eat that. I'll eat them all separately. I'll do the beef tenderloin first, potatoes, stuffing.
Like eat guy over here. Then gotta go festival first.
Then I'm going next. I'm getting some of that honey ham, and then maybe another side. Sometimes they have carrots and parsnips there, like mashed carrots and parsnips. Some other, maybe a roll. King's Hawaiian.
Dude, you gotta throw a couple tops on those.
And then I'm getting the turkey last, and I'm putting that thick turkey gravy on, and getting one more scoop of stuffing. Because that's how you got to go.
And then Joe finishes his dinner off with a bowl of Jello.
That's right. I'm about to go bullshit. I'm like, Joe's going full Jello.
Of Irish Jello.
Irish Jello, which I'm not sure the difference, honestly. I've been alive 32 years. I'm still not. Nobody really explained me the difference between Irish Jello and American Jello.
That's on you because it is an
glorious,
delicious.
I don't get to eat the Jello because Joe Keneally hoards that shit with a fucking spoon. Like, you never know.
All right, Chris. Same question. I know what you're doing. But if you want to explain what we're doing tomorrow, or
I'm not going to explain what we're doing tomorrow.
I'm about to go over some deep fried turkey.
I'll explain.
Gonna drive in lake or something.
No, yeah, 100%. No, listen. If you want to, like, if you'd like, we're gonna have 12 pounds for fucking 5-6 people. So I can bring you a little bit on.
Bring a little Saturday if you don't. Yeah, a little bit.
I feel Joe by getting cut off by these 2 jackasses.
But Chris, here, listen. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't talk.
I've gotten some comments.
I want
less of you.
I've had a lot of emails. I got a lot of emails about Chris already. They're like single biddies and nothing else.
All right, but no, I do apologize. What are you feeling? What's your go-to?
What I'm going to do tomorrow is
can I say something? I gotta cut you off. I know I'm sorry. You're easy to cut off because I feel bad. I don't know why I feel so bad for Joe when I come up with you. It's like, fuck you.
Because you live with them.
Yeah, we see each other like every day of the week.
I love you to death. And Chris has done such an unbelievable job this whole fucking year of changing his lifestyle. And I think tomorrow's going to be the first day that he kind of lets himself go a little bit. Not a lot.
I'm not going to let myself go too much. But if it kind of depends how I'm feeling about it. The big thing that I like is the mashed potatoes. Okay. I will definitely, if I'm feeling in a good spot tomorrow, I'm going to help myself with some mashed potatoes.
It will help. They'll help soak up the alcohol.
I understand that, but that is like my go-to food. Like if I could choose like one thing,
gravy.
Would you choose?
I'm gonna agree. I put the gravy on.
Here's another question. Here's a great question.
You know what else is great? I'll be honest with you. What I do is I will take mashed potatoes. I will find the corn. I will dump the corn on top of the mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah. Then I'll dump the gravy on top of that, and I'll have myself pretty much.
Just drink that shit, baby.
I'll have a KFC non-chicken fried chicken bowl pretty much on my plate.
That's where I was going to go. Is do you guys put anything into the mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Sometimes I know people will put onions in there.
You leave the skins on our potatoes.
Yes.
I like that.
I like the skins on. I know our family does not do the skins on, Joe.
No, they don't.
But I personally do like the skins on.
Yeah, we do. And then I do a little bit of tomorrow I'm going to do a little bit of bacon. And probably a little bit of, some people hate mayonnaise, but I think mayonnaise is a good fucking texture and a good cream to it instead of like sour cream or butter.
You do milk. A lot of people do milk and butter.
Me and Chris are adamant. We don't like. Some people like soup. Like my dad likes.
You like soup. I like a good texture.
I like a stiff mashed potato.
Because the gravy will loosen.
Yes, yeah.
Outside of that, you can't go wrong with a good piece of pie.
You want some stuffing, Chris? No stuffing.
I'm not a big stuffing. Hey, you know what? The funny thing is stuffing is literally just bread and all this other stuff. And I love bread. I can't stand stuffing.
Really?
Not my deal. Yeah.
Joe says
does your family do
the first call on our podcast? Who is it?
This is an alarm that I meant to set for 7:55 a.m. and I put p.m. I just realized.
Do you guys do stuff or you do like a stovetop setting in your house?
My mom's gonna make it a little bit different. My parents used. I love my parents to death. My mom does a great job.
Well, literally, normally we would go to our family, uncle's house, and they would do stovetop. They do like instant mashed potatoes. They like half-assed. Pierre was responsible for the turkey last year, which was phenomenal.
Yeah, I've heard the deep fried turkey is good. Yes. So that's why I wanted to try a little bit. So you said
I will definitely bring you some on Saturday. I mean, listen, there's going to be lots of leftover.
But I mean, normally my mom makes like stuffing. She'll take some of the turkey gizzards. I mean, that doesn't bother me. But like literally, I'm just not like the biggest stuffing guy.
My parents. That's where I think they've gone. Well, here's again, like I don't know, for texture wise, for me, soupy or like mushy isn't my thing. So, like, my parents have always never done, like I love the stovetop. Like,
that's my favorite.
The generic ass fucking stuffing is fun.
It's not bad.
I love the chicken.
My mom likes to make her own one.
We used to go to Nora's.
That's my jam.
We used to go to Nora's house, and she's a little heavy, overly heavy on the sage a little bit.
I'm not going to lie. Like, my parents make green bean casserole, which is literally just fried onions, cream of mushroom soup, and green beans. I love all those things separately. Put them together. Can't stand it.
I don't know why.
I never liked that either. I've never liked that either. I've had it like I do. I like green beans together, like separately. I like fresh green beans for sure.
I'm a very particular guy. I like to eat all my stuff separate.
Fuck you all.
Yeah.
Green bean casserole. I literally, my mom, my immediate family.
This is Peter's favorite dish, by the way.
My immediate family.
Was yours right now. If you couldn't see him, ladies and gentlemen.
My immediate family doesn't do a fucking green bean casserole. I told my mom I won't go unless she makes her green bean.
The best part of mine and Joe's family is that like they're
goddamn. You throw that's like a gravy on top of your turkey.
Did you ever notice
like a goddamn gravy?
How many years have you like? All of our,
I'm not going to complain with you. I don't understand why I don't like it. It's mind-boggling to me.
Joe's and my family's from Ireland, and so they don't like tradition and Thanksgiving is not really their forte. So they always forget, like they don't really get it. They always forget the cranberry sauce. Like me and my dad, I think are the only people that ever eat the cranberry.
Yeah, that's something like cranberry sauce is never a big thing.
My dad makes his own. It's good. My dad makes like his own one.
What are you putting cranberry sauce on?
You know what
turkey? Turkey. You put both, baby. Get a little sweet and savory with it.
Patrick Mahomes fucking loves ketchup with his turkey. He'll like douse.
Was there a commercial with that? He's like putting ketchup.
No, that's on the burger with Aaron Rodgers on the steak. But like he's a big like component of like ketchup and turkey.
That sounds weird.
I may throw a little ketchup
to try it.
I would do it to try it. I just imagine it's kind of like chicken.
I think it would be better with your guys' turkey with the deep fried than the oven roasted one for sure. The deep fried turkey I see it more.
Here's my you know what I'm starting to be a person that most people will hate is I love mayonnaise on pretty much everything. My burger. I like to make.
I'm trying to think. I throw it on
burger, French fries. I like it in like I like to make the elote or whatever. Elote is good. I was thinking about doing it for the corn tomorrow, but I'm like that might not be right for.
You know what you should do? You should put a whole bunch of Slappy Mountain in there. Let's see who can handle that.
You know, with a burger, like with burger mayos, I know it's a very controversial thing with a lot of people.
Yes.
Like for me, if it's on there, I'll eat it. If it's not on there, I won't ask for it. Is my deal. That's why I feel honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't hate it on there, but it's something I go to my way to get on it.
All right, Pat. Well, since you're the last one here, let us know what you're kind of doing. And then tell us what's your go-to for things.
So I know that Katrina is handling 90% of this meal. I have to do the stuffing, so that's going to be a real adventure to see. I got a recipe and which days I'm going to go. I'll let you guys know on Saturday.
From scratch or
yeah, no, I'm doing scratch. I got like a rye bread that I'm going to like make some recipe.
Nice.
So
have you started drying out the bread?
I have to bake it tomorrow in the morning, and that's how you dry it out. So
yeah,
so we'll see how that goes. I'll let you guys know on Saturday. I told my dad to bring a box of stovetop just in case it sucks, so we can whip something up real fast.
Smart man with the plan.
I gotta have the backup.
I can appreciate that.
This kind of depends on like whether like now that I'm going to be at my house, there's only one type of meat. Unlike when I'm in the normal family with Joe's there, I would do the you got to get that beef early because the family really hoards the beef. Most of our family they don't like turkey at all.
One day, come over. I just want to try. I'm going to come over and be like, hey guys,
I'll have a bunch of it.
We can feed your whole fucking extended family with how much food they bring into the house.
Well, it sounds like the beef is hot demand.
I'm not gonna lie. We could probably feed your whole entire family with what they order from.
So Lauren's coming to our Thanksgiving tomorrow because her family is not doing anything.
Yeah.
And I told her, come in some comfy pants.
Yeah.
Because our family cooks for like 22 people.
Yeah. So I surprised us. We cook for like we have like 3 times now.
You cook for yourself, the neighborhood, and then 3 other people.
And then So if I ever go to my family's house, you gotta get a couple slices of beef real quick, and then I like to do I like to get the turkey and the ham together. Unlike Joe, who separates everything out, and then I'll get a nice thing of stuffing, get a nice thing of mashed potatoes. I'll put both gravies on both of those items. I put the gravy on the stuffing usually. Get a little extra accoutrement on that.
Pat likes his stuffing wet.
I'm a gravy guy, so I like to
take the plate and dip it in the gravy.
Yeah, all right. It's basically like eating a beef sandwich. Like, just dip that bitch in there, right?
So Pat likes gravy, so that's his go-to.
And then
if he could have anything, he's going to eat the gravy.
Yeah, but so I take a little bit started. Tomorrow's going to be turkey, so I'll get the turkey first. I'm going to get a little bit of everything. I think we don't have a huge. Tomorrow, I don't think we're actually overcooking for a change. So it'd be nice to see that maybe they could think. But
we're definitely overcooking.
But I'm excited. Cool. But Katrina's making an apple pie, so I'm excited for that.
For Chris, I'm making an Oreo pie.
Nice.
Yeah. Chris, my aunt's making
what exactly is an Oreo pie?
So I don't know if you've ever been.
That's a great question.
I don't know if you've ever been.
I've been like ice cream ones, but
it's kind of like cream cheese.
Yeah. So if you
Katrina's made those. Yeah, no, you're right. I know there. Yeah.
Bigger Square has like an Oreo type pie, and that's
where the cream just gets
cream cheese, heavy cream, Oreos, of course.
I'm gonna try Peter's. I'm gonna try my aunt's, and then I'm never gonna eat again for like 2 weeks so that I can get.
But Chris has been really good.
Liquid diet, baby.
And Chris has been really good, and my aunt's making one. And unfortunately, there's probably not going to be.
Are you guys going by the Steve Vendors this weekend?
Well, we're going to
Friday because I got to work. I got to do some work.
Well, we're not going to go into business, but we'll talk about this afterwards. But business today, it was a
business is a booming.
Business is a booming.
That's great, man.
We're blessed. And Joseph, if you're ever looking for actual change, we could always use a great guy like you to come back.
Yeah, like 1 day a week, maybe.
Yeah, like maybe
or one weekend day.
Not to put you on the podcast spot.
Yeah.
But that's good though. I've known these guys for a long time, and I never knew what you guys would go to because I would hopefully. At some point, maybe we'll do a Friendsgiving if we ever do one again. And
at some point, we'll probably spend Thanksgiving together. More likely.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll see how it's going.
Try to watch Sexy Pepsi there.
We tried to get him on the podcast tonight.
He didn't want to come?
He wasn't feeling it.
Oh,
he's a little shy. He's a little kind of shy.
That's a shame.
So what about you, Peter? What's your go-to on this? You waiting at yours yet?
Oh, it's a green bean casserole, bitch.
Well, so I'll give you what we're doing tomorrow. So,
well, I know he looks great, but he didn't say like what he does.
No. So tomorrow it's gonna be we're being safe. We're gonna stay at home, and I'm going to deep fry turkey. This is gonna be my second year. Last year. So here's the thing.
We're gonna do it in the garage.
Yes.
Set it on fire. So watch for it on the news.
That ain't gonna be burned down the deep.
I'll be looking at the sky.
Yes. The turkey will be frozen, so we can see how far we can get it. No. Last year, so I ran my turkey for 36 to 48 hours.
It's doing something right now.
Oh, it's sitting big. Hey, I checked it today. The smell from the brine is phenomenal. And I read a lot about, because I'm actually really into cooking. I love cooking. And I love to cook for everybody. So when I get the opportunity, I love to do it. My Thanksgiving, whenever I own my own house, that's going to be at my house. It's going to be at 5 o'clock, 2 or 3:30.
It's going to be like 5, 6 o'clock with a 3 to 4 o'clock cocktail hour.
Cocktail hour for sure. So nobody's working the next day. But and we're going to do one fried. We're either going to do one fried or one smoked and one regular turkey.
That's a lot of turkey.
Yes. Well, I'm hoping to have. I would love to have.
Cut that bitch in half and do.
And it would, like, honestly, that's my hope is to. I would love to have that big of a Thanksgiving and that much fun, that much just everybody interacting, having a good time. Yeah. Every single year, no cost to anybody, just come. That's what I would want. But so this year last year we did a turkey, we did the deep fry, and it worked out really like it was phenomenal.
Yeah. Was last year your first year?
Yeah, first year. So
here's the question: Do you use the turkey deep fryer for anything else besides turkey?
I want to use it at your house once. I was going to do it this year. I want to do it for a crawfish boil, and I know that not everybody's into that. So I'll put sausage, we'll put corn, we'll put potatoes in there, so that it'll be. So there'll be.
So you can use it for multiple things.
Oh yeah. So we have a strainer, so we can do clams, we can do lobsters, we can do anything we want. We have a full propane tank.
It's chowder.
Yes, we can. Yeah, we can do a winter something anytime. But yeah, so I'm deep frying. Or if we want to do deep fry something, like we just wanted to fucking one night deep fry fucking Snickers, deep fry like Twinkies, anything. We could do a deep fry night.
Joe loves Twinkies.
I love Twinkies.
So we'll deep fry the turkey.
So it was like cream filling, baby.
We're cooking. We're having green bean casserole, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, stuffing,
Oreo
pie, pumpkin
pie.
We have 6 people.
So only one kind of pie. Chris likes that Poontang pie, baby.
It's my holidays are Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
I think I like things. From a meal perspective, I think overall, I think I like Thanksgiving most. I think it's just like I like watching football, I like hanging out and eating a bunch.
Yeah.
There's no gift giving. You don't have to. There's no stress.
Oh, I know.
Like having to get
Thanksgiving ends and it's like, and this year, guys, you better be on your fucking game because they're trying to send out this vaccine through FedEx, UPS, all that bullshit, and now everybody and their mother can only fucking ship presents. So it's going to be the lead time. Good fucking.
I went to my mom like 2 weeks ago. It's supposed to arrive like December.
Oh God! And take that as a warning. That scares me. Like everybody's gonna get a picture and a card of what they're gonna get in 10 years.
Oh, it's gonna be like the Star Wars from back in the day, like in the 80s when they first released the toy set. They're like, hey, it was supposed to be out already, but too many people pre-ordered it. Here's a card of what you're going to get, and it's just like
it's funny because my dad's gift is presented itself to me. I'm like, I don't have no idea what my dad because his birthday is like a month ago, so like it's such a quick turnaround. Like, what the fuck am I gonna give him now?
And events are probably
and his fucking.
That's what I used to love to do. That was my gift. That was like
I used to buy him stuff. Yeah, I would get and his fucking. So his drill went out. I'm like, bam, perfect. Went and bought him a drill on the way before I got over here. Actually, I bought him a drill. So.
That's awesome. Look at you getting that. This year is probably the first year I'm actually going to work on getting something. I'm a fucking
procrastinator.
I'm a Christmas Eve shopper.
I just bought a whole bunch of stuff. Well, like I didn't do one big thing, but I just bought a bunch of little things for my girlfriend, and I just got most of them ordered last night. And I was like, it just like dominoed into perfect.
So Sarah, if this is podcast, you better get just something nice. Joe's going deep on. He's got layers to his gift.
I do.
I'm
get him that Antonio Banderas blow up dollies.
I dress him up from the Mask of Zorro.
Or edible undies for himself.
Edible undies. Oh God.
Joe's here chopping on some Wonder. So what the fuck you eating?
Just like fruit roll it. You guys want some?
No.
Are they user free?
It's strawberry flavor, baby. Strawberry flavor, guys. Where you going?
Alright, so going to the malls back in the day, as a fucking teenager, I know malls aren't a big thing, but like Spencer's.
I never went to a lot of malls.
We didn't either. But when we would go to Spencer's. We'd go to the Harlem Living Plaza.
That's right, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it was fun, but like we were never like my parents never gave me money.
I haven't been to Hip in like 10 years.
I went there.
It's pretty.
We went to Hip. God,
maybe that's really extension stores. I've never been in the mall.
I went there Monday.
Me and Peter.
Shit, Daddy, how is it?
Oh my God! The J.C. Penney or the Carson's is now a Hobby Lobby.
No,
really?
Yeah,
that makes sense because Carson.
Carson went out. Yeah,
they put in. It's like all the stores are different now. I only went to Target, so I only saw it from the outside.
So you might know this, Joe, because remember?
We went to.
Do you remember that you said the knife
in the morning?
We gotta walk.
Do you remember say the knife store? Like they had like the past the Carson period, they had like the knife store. Joe, did you ever see the movie The Shadow where they had like the knife that like comes alive?
Oh yeah.
The fucking knife was there as a kid. I'm like, I kind of want that.
It was like one of those literal like mall kiosks.
I remember Hot Topic. I remember all those.
toys.
I used to go to the arcade. The food court.
Oh,
it's tomorrow.
Yeah, that was the best.
There is no arcade anymore.
You go to the arcade too?
No, it's been a long time.
Oh, the
That's
arcade's
a long
been gone
time.
a long time.
Really?
Shit. So if you don't, never been to Chicago, no Illinois, you have no fucking clue.
And that's probably not where you want to be going if you come to
But
Chicago.
think about it, in the 80s, I love looking at those fucking old-time pictures from the 80s. Not old-time pictures, but pictures from the 80s.
Yeah.
The mall was everything.
Did you guys ever watch Stranger Things? That was kind of like this last season was kind of like...
It was in the mall.
The mall was the big, like...
I haven't seen it yet. I'm so behind that. I watch things so late compared to everybody else. It's ridiculous.
Peter's still trying to find out who killed JR in Dynasty right now.
Dynasty?
Dallas. Whatever.
That's the old 80s.
Sitcom. I'm still working on it.
I think they were the ones that basically introduced the season finale.
What do you guys say?
Cliffhanger type thing.
Yeah.
When you say Dallas, I think Debbie does Dallas. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. We're going back to Joe's.
We're going back to Joe's point collection over here.
Hey, call back. Comedy.
Joe's got Debbie does Dallas, Debbie does, New Mexico, Debbie does Texas.
There's more?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought
that was good, Joe. That was good, Pat. And what was going to say? Joseph.
It's a trilogy?
Joseph. I had something.
We got a 10-part series, baby.
On TV.
Is that...
I forgot what I was going to fucking say because I'm not so smart.
We were talking about like old TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Peter misses Magnum P.I. and Matlock.
No, I'm sorry. I started Rick and Morty over.
Fuck, man.
Oh, really? So I haven't got to season 3, but I started Rick and Morty from the beginning.
We're on season 4 now, right, Chris?
No, it's going to be coming up 4.
We did half of 4.
You know all of 4 done.
Oh, shit. I'm so behind. So I got it. But watching it again, Rick and Morty is fucking good.
Scary. Time out. Have you watched past the credits? Like I told you.
No,
Katrina and I didn't rush into the first season. We had to go back and watch the first season to watch the post-credit scheme. They're fucking hilarious.
Little things.
Which are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That's what I brought Joel up on.
Oh, shit. Let me talk. We're talking cartoons, nerdy-ass shit. Me and Chris were driving home today. Chris is reading some weird thing about a Superman hero.
No, some superhero movie that you should watch on fucking Netflix before it goes away. Not good. It said Lava, Adventures of Lava Girl, or Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah, they just came out with
because they're coming out with a sequel, right?
Yeah, they just came out with a new one.
Don't give a shit.
With Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but Taylor Lautner, who was Shark Boy, is not in it.
But
how horrible.
What brought this up was we were sitting in the car, and I'm like, Chris, I've always thought about this is so weird to say out loud, but when I used to walk to school, me and Chris had a 3-block walk. You're bored walking to fucking school.
You used to park in front of your guys' house, I think, now, in retrospect.
Yeah, we're in high school. Probably.
High school, I probably parked in front of your house this one.
But,
not that close. That's a pretty decent walk, or maybe another block off.
Yeah, it was very close.
So I would, you just daydream, and I would always daydream, if I could have a superpower, what would I want?
Oh, okay, yeah, I definitely played this game.
In my head, I figured it would be a great,
teleportation or super speed you go with here?
No, so you get to choose, if you could have a superpower, what would you have?
Can we come back to me in a second? Think about
Sure. So
I think I've already thought this out. It would probably be super speed. I think I would take super speed.
Explain.
If that would allow me to perceive things at the speed that I'm moving, very, very fast, I could get places. I wouldn't need a car. I could get places immediately. So it'd just be from one thing to another.
You could travel very easy.
Travel would be very easy. And then it would also increase I would imagine, your thinking ability. So you're hoping I would be able to think at an increased speed as well.
Yeah.
And then, you could always hide anywhere. You could hide in plain sight.
You stay away.
Yeah, you could literally be behind the person. You could be making noises.
You could fly and go anywhere too if you wanted to fly.
If you fly, though, here's the thing. I've thought about this. Where are you going to fly that people aren't going to see you, and then that's going to create...
Then you're bitches, you can't fly!
But that's just it, right? You're the only person that can fly.
See the best.
You're the only person. The government's going to take you down immediately.
They got to catch you first, baby. They got to catch you first.
Yeah.
See, that's fucking crazy thinking right there. He's thinking I'm thinking first of all, I don't want the government to ever see me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going
I don't want anybody else to see me. So how can I do this without, enjoying my superpower?
What's a power I can could enjoy and use without
that's fucking
being.
crazy.
I would go with invisibility. I think that's what I would go with.
Invisibility would be a good one. Or if you really wanted flight, I've already thought about that too. Change into an animal. Change into like
this
a hawk or something.
Fucking.
I was thinking more about how to get, like, you guys go around.
Oh, yeah, you were thinking about how you get into the Chicago Bear locker room, watch them all get unchanged. Yeah, okay.
And get that discount double check.
What are you thinking, baby boy?
I'm going to go with teleportation.
That's a good one too.
I like the fact that I can teleport and do anything that I want like that. Like, so it's on the same lines as super speed. Like, you're in a tough jam, you can teleport wherever you want, and it's going to take, like, besides Joe with the super speed now.
Yeah.
But he's got to be able to
the world at that point.
You would have to pick a spot, though, and I thought about this too. You would have to pick a spot, though, that no one would be in.
No, exactly.
You'd have to pick, if you were to come to my place, you'd have to pick a spot where you knew no one was going to be. So then you'd always have to,
damn, Joe, Joe's really sitting in this couch thinking,
you can't be somewhere that someone is. You can't occupy a spot.
I get it. If
you're just popping,
you don't want to fall on someone.
Yeah. So you'd have to pick the
Back to the Future, but you got to make sure that somewhere's there, no one's going to be there.
And then you could look, I want to be there, and then
it's basically Back to the Future. You got to make sure wherever you go and land, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I still want teleportation.
I like it though.
That's a really good one.
You would literally control the world because you can do whatever you want and just get out.
I said invisibility.
Are you going to go invisibility? I like it. I'm trying to think.
I mean, you could rob a bank because
you know what else?
The
only problem is somebody bumps into you. It's like, oh,
and then you slap the motherfuckers. They can't see. They're like, what the fuck is going on right now?
The other one I would want, and this is going to lead to a very deep, long question, is if you could live forever, would you?
Okay, so we'll go back to that. I get Deadpool, like Deadpool,
kind of like Deadpool. Yeah, you wouldn't be hideous.
Okay, so mine's gonna be so weird. You guys are not.
That would be my other one.
You're not gonna believe this, but
X-ray vision.
Peter wants them titties.
No, I've always thought fire and ice, fire and ice, where you can
you're Sub-Zero and fucking Liu Kang over here,
like water and ice, like water and fire type thing, where you could fucking just fucking put anything.
Set the fucking goddamn California redwoods ablaze and put them out at the same time.
Exactly. You could fucking ice the shit out of it and just fucking slide like freeze, and then people are coming behind you and just fucking light that shit on fire. I don't know why
Peter wants to destroy things and then bring it back. He wants to destroy it and bring it back. Destroy it and bring it back.
Is that you could live anywhere because you could adjust your temperature to
100%.
Whatever.
But also, there's the good and evil of that.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you want to set this whole motherfucker on fire.
Yeah, I shouldn't have had that problem.
You'd be
the Sahara Desert is my playground.
Mr. Snow Miser and Mr.
With Mr. Freeze in the flame at the same time.
What is Mr. Snow Miser and Mr. Who?
I know what you're talking about.
From that Christmas movie.
It's like,
Mr. Snow Miser, I'm Mr. 10 Below.
I know what movie you're talking about.
Hot or Mr. Sun.
I don't think I'm familiar with that one, to be honest.
It's Pat Lynch, you know what you can do?
It's like the old school, claymation stop action.
It's like the Frosty the Snowman.
I know. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm saying I'm not familiar.
So that would be cool.
It would be so much. It would be so much fun. Just to be, but
Mr. Snow Miser, Mr. Heat Miser.
Heat Miser. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The Meister Burger.
Yes. Is there? Oh my god. I don't know about you guys, but when I see those, the nostalgia is.
I watched Jingle Jangle on Netflix, and they had some of that, and it reminded me of that old.
You watched Jingle All the Way with Arnold and
I watched it last year. It's so good. Last year I watched it. It's so bad, but it's so good.
Oh god, it's so good.
Did you guys?
My favorite, Christmas movie that's really not a Christmas movie. Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan.
You know what? I love those movies, but the first time you watch that, that's the best because because you just feel bad. For me personally, I can't watch depressing movies like that because the first time you see it,
it's not depressing.
You like it. But then but the poor guy, I get he was a piece of shit in the beginning.
And the two old guys got money in Coming to America, so it's okay, baby.
No, but
he doesn't give a shit about them.
Yeah, it just makes me feel bad that guy's life got ruined. And then
my favorite Christmas movie is not really a Christmas movie. It's Die Hard, baby. Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie.
It is. Some people love to fucking say that. Wow, this flies.
Yeah.
Did you guys see let's get into.
Did you see one? Did you guys see this week that Dave Chappelle's show.
Netflix.
And he asked Netflix to pull it, and they did for him.
Well, he is.
Bring it on. Keep it going. Keep going. I was actually told by a few people who listen to the podcast to bring the subject up. So I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on it because I have a controversial.
Here's what it is. Got to be that Dave Chappelle has got to be making Netflix so much fucking money that they're like, yeah, we'll pull it for you, Dave, because they paid him $60 million for his specials.
Yep.
And so they got to be like, well, to pay him $60 million, they must have made a huge multiple on that $60 million.
So why
they don't want to ruin that.
Why don't you elaborate on why Dave Chappelle wanted it pulled from Netflix?
So he wanted it pulled because he does not own the rights to Chappelle Show. My understanding, correct?
I have no idea.
That was from what I.
My understanding says he does not own anything because of the Comedy Central stuff. He does not own anything related to Chappelle Show. So when all those people are streaming it, like all the money made from that, it ain't going to Dave Chappelle at all.
Because it's also on HBO Max.
It is because HBO Max is owned by the same people that own the Comedy Central shit. So it's all they're so
wait, Comedy Central. Are all their shows on HBO Max? Because I've seen
South Park is on there. I don't know about all of them.
Workaholics is on Hulu.
Yeah,
I know that they own the filming rights, or they own like the rights to show King of the Hill.
I think it might be. I don't know, but I'd be.
I'm just curious. Okay,
but I know that Dave Chappelle makes no money when Chappelle is sold or done or anything like that. So he asked Netflix. He asked Netflix to pull it, and Netflix was like, okay. After 22 days or 25 days, whatever.
That is some bull.
That is,
but he makes them a shit ton of money, obviously, because they paid him $60 million.
Not with some money. You know what it is? I think it's a little bit of a company because maybe Dave Chappelle show doesn't make enough money.
Think about it this way, though. They paid him $60 million for his 3 specials. You're gonna pay someone $60 million if you ain't making a nice multiple on that.
It's a good call. No, you're right. It's sad. Here's the thing, though. I love Dave. Dave's starting to get to me a little bit.
He's starting to hit like a political.
Too much. It's like, please only, like,
I don't think that's of his own show, though.
You signed a contract. You were broke. You signed a contract. I'm sorry, it sucks. No. Go start another series.
No, what it was like, the initial season, but he signed that extension, I think, for season 3 and forward, but I mean, that, what, $50 million or $60 million was. So it's like, you know, he walked away from that money, like, and then the lawyers and stuff, like, he walked away from all that stuff, which is obviously his choice, because he wasn't happy with a lot of things.
Which is fine, whatever. Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, that was his choice to do that, and like, I mean, he never owned that show, like, that's.
But okay, that's what I was getting. It's like you signed a contract, bud. Like, I get it. It sucks, and you hate to see that your fucking shows get making money. And
here's how I kind of see it. Yeah, here's how I kind of see it. Right. Is the whole reason he stopped making that show, I believe he says, is he started to realize people were laughing at it for the wrong reason.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He was doing some political, like, you know, political and racial stuff.
Like Clayton Bigsby, like these skits that became famous, and you would love them for. I mean, there's like definitely like an undertone and a deeper story to these messages and these skits.
To certain skits,
but people were laughing at them for the wrong reason, and he was saying like racist people. I think what he was trying to say is that people are laughing at this because of the racial things that I'm making fun of as a vehicle to tell a story. And so I'm going to stop doing this now because racist people are laughing at it because he's like, yeah, they're dumb or they are that way. And he's like, no, I'm not saying that. Yeah. Right? But so that's why he stopped doing it.
Right.
And now and then he gave up all the money that came with that.
Yes, he gave up all the future seasons that he had signed for.
So he got paid for what he did. Now he's like, the way I see it, this is the way I'm thinking about it, right? Okay. You've made this deal with Netflix. Some of these people are your friend now.
But his is done. His deal with Netflix is done, I believe, because he did those 3 specials.
Yes, but it's still like, you know, like it's a business. You're like, hey man, there's this thing that I did that I don't think it's right that you guys are making money out of it either. Like, I'm just trying to. I would think of it like in a friend way.
No, I think Netflix
like, 100%. If I was friends with people, then would I try and get that stopped?
100%. I can see what you're saying.
Am I on your side where it's like on the business side of it, you made a thing and you have to deal with what you have to deal with? Yes.
It doesn't suck. Okay, but you're good friends with Netflix, I guess.
And that's how I see it.
So like, yeah, hey Joe, you and me, like, hey. I did this other podcast.
I did this other
stuff. And now you're running a podcast studio and you're making money off that. And I was like, hey, Joe, we're good friends. Like, could you just not do that? Like, fuck those guys.
Here's what.
I get that.
That's
cool.
how I kind of think.
But in my head, like, man, you know what?
But there's also the blue side of it. You signed it. And
yes. No, but look at it. You're right. I get it.
it.
Because Netflix and Dave have a really good relationship. They want to keep that relationship.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not making hours. We're not this. Fuck it. You know what?
Yeah. I bet you Netflix is the cost analysis, and they make more money on the specials than they are on the Chappelle show. And they're like, fine, no worries.
To Dave, and I love fucking Dave. Dave is so funny, but it's like, all right, bud, like, enough of enough. Like, listen, you.
So I was thinking about that.
I'm getting tired of all political stuff. Like,
that's okay. So
can we just go back to like, fuck it. Like, I get it. Like, and then that was you know what? That's Trump. Like, unfortunately, Trump brought a lot of this out. Now we all have to fucking.
A lot of things are becoming political that I don't think need to be. But I will say this for Dave, and I mean, he made a very big statement on SNL, and it's like a part of that is. He's got the platform to do that and possibly change minds of people who maybe should be enlightened or at least get a perspective of that. It's like what's the balance there? Like, hey, you have a platform to do this. Should you take advantage of it? But it's also like you're on a side of like you're on a side that he wants.
Like every time I'm looking at something.
Yeah,
I'm just getting bashed in the head with all the political correctness stuff.
But I think that's the time we live in.
But he also does. He's right. Like guys like him and Bird do rail against like the political correctness a lot.
Yes, no. I know, but I'm saying like it's.
They were fun. They were fun when they were the only ones that did it. Yeah. But now everyone's doing it, and you're like, oh, I gotta.
Did anybody watch Kevin Hart's most people?
I haven't yet. It's on the list. Oh yeah, what you think?
Oh man,
it wasn't bad. I liked it. It was not as good as his earlier stuff, in my opinion. Like,
I understand it. Yeah. You can't work through the material, but that was definitely like it's called No Fucks Given. He's definitely
that's his most raw. I think I've seen Kevin Hart is like a raw. I thought it was
very much like raw, where he's like, I'm going to say what I want to say.
It's raw. Is it good? Is he doing it to get away from his squeaky clean image? Or
yes,
is he doing it
that's exactly.
To a degree, but I think it's natural. It's natural.
His statement is, listen,
funny, Joe.
His statement, yeah.
He's making a moments.
The first few minutes,
was it funny though?
Yes.
I get he's making a joke.
The first few minutes of it, I was like, okay, he's working into it. And then once he got like 10 minutes in, I was like, yeah, I'm just enjoying this.
He had some funny moments.
I'm just having it.
It wasn't like was I dying laughing the whole time?
No,
but they had funny moments throughout.
Kevin was so.
But he was good. But he's good.
Well, hey, whole thing.
Buffing type back.
Yeah.
Can you get a?
I think it's hard. It's hard because it's different. It means like any of these guys, like, their life has changed. Like, he's not the same guy he was.
Yeah, his message in the stand up is basically like, you guys are calling me out for shit. Let's calm it down now. Some of the shit is getting stupid.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Challenge himself. So, yeah, that's good. It was good.
I'm honestly about this podcast. I think we're all over the place. I think we'd like to we're not going to go into fucking all the games or whatever, but we do have a little bit of a parlay bet type deal for tomorrow. And our boy Chris motherfucking McGraw has some tickle biddies for you. He'd like to taste you with little. But listen, if you want to get a little taste tomorrow,
I'll have Joe or Peter post this on Instagram or Twitter, so you guys can look at this.
100%.
So for the two games that are going on tomorrow,
yep.
We got Detroit is 6-2 against the spread, and it's past 8 Thanksgiving games covered last year. You know who they played last year? The Bears.
Wait. So cover. Do you think that Detroit's going to win or lose tomorrow?
I think Detroit's going to lose, but
it'll be close.
It'll be close.
Okay.
So the Houston is a 3-point favorite from what I saw.
Okay.
Now, granted, the CBS parlay takes like the Tuesday fucking over or the
yeah. Well, we're not talking about that. So, but if you want to bet, so Chris is thinking Detroit for tomorrow,
and then Dallas is 1-8 against spread, and it's past 9 Thanksgiving games. Dallas is a 3-point home favorite.
So our pick'ems, Chris, we picked Dallas and
we picked Houston.
But our bet perspective would be to take Detroit and Washington.
Based off the pick'ems last week, where we did a fucking shit job.
Oh my god. I'm so disgusted. You know what? Okay, Joe, I know this is in your realm, and Pat, this is a little, but I've lost fantasy football games, and no one cares about your wins and losses, but it's all on me. I've made terrible decisions.
2 weeks ago.
That's how I feel about my life decisions.
I'm talking 2 weeks in a fucking row that ESPN, I personally have made bad decisions. Yeah. My fucking decision making.
Listening to this podcast,
2 weeks ago I said
we can't make a decision if our life depended.
2 weeks ago I sat like half. I sat the 3 players I sat versus the players I played would have been a net 40-point difference, and I lost my game by 15. Yeah. So that was good. That was good. And if I won that game right now, by the way, I would be in a primo spot to get the playoffs in that league right now.
It's fucking terrible. Well, thanks, Chris. So we're gonna go. Our thought would be to go with Washington Redskins. Oh no! Don't you say the Redskins?
Damn, the Washington football team.
We're gonna cut that out later, boys.
And the Detroit Lions. And parlay that. Put a little spinner on it. You
guys think that
shine it up real nice.
Houston is
can only shine a turn so much.
Houston's a 3-point favorite on the road.
Yeah. But you guys saw the Lions play against the Carolina.
But you understand, besides Will Fuller, they don't have most of their starting offense.
Yeah, but I mean, Detroit is just.
So Detroit is so bad. But the other problem is looking at right now, Detroit has Matthew Stafford questionable. Kenny Galladay's out. Marvin Hall is their second best receiver is questionable.
Not Hall.
DeAndre Swift.
It's not Marvin Hall, though.
Wait.
Marvin Hall Jr., I'm pretty sure.
Hall and Swift. Wait, so you sound like Detroit's whole team's not going to be there.
It's not Hall, it's somebody else. It's Marvin Jones, I think.
I think it's Marvin Hall.
Jimmy Neutron.
I know who you're talking about with Marvin Jones.
So, when are you going to shed that beard?
I don't know.
Bro, you look 92 years older with that fucking beard.
Yeah, you said you're going to shave it this week.
I didn't say I was going to shave it. I said
after we looked at last week's podcast, you said you were going to shave it.
Roll back.
Do we hold them down? Do we hold them down?
We're going to add that to the podcast, Chris.
Roll back that beautiful bean footage, Bob.
So, we're getting close to an hour 15. I think.
Already, damn.
Dude, this
podcast flies when you're having fun.
We're going to get a part 2 in this one going. We're going to stop the tape for 5 minutes, take a shot, and then go back to
I think we hit this. I think we'll double our 45 minutes is a fucking goal we'll never hit. I think we just go to the hour 30. Make this like Super Dog special. We'll try to get, and then we'll just try to get out tomorrow. There were some things that I really loved in this podcast. So, I think we'll do a little bit longer.
Almost finished my champagne of beers.
Yeah, we gotta,
I almost finished a champagne of beer and 2 Coors Light until somebody stole it.
I finished the Coors Light, the champagne. Now we gotta do the Nika whiskey.
I know the Japanese.
Just a little bit of taste. I want to do another fucking old fashioned.
The Japanese is very smoky, I thought. The taste perspective.
I told you, it tastes more like a fucking...
It was more like that. What was that when you got the Lagavulin? It was similar to that,
it tastes more like a scotch.
Yeah. What if this, I mean, for not...
That doesn't mean I don't like it. I like it.
For not being able to go out to the bars, this has been a fun night.
Oh, yeah.
So, Chris, what would you rate this
at? This would be a good... No, I'm sorry.
Chris, what would you rate that at on the scale? The Japanese,
do you want me to get rid of
I'd probably do about a 5. It's not bad. Halfway between there. I'm not a big scotch guy.
I do a 5.5 personally. But
I'm not going to lie. Just a taste.
Oh, that's a heavy pour.
There's a lot of water in that beforehand.
Peter Guy's not like this now. There wasn't that much water.
No, there was a bunch of water because I asked him if he wanted to drink
Peter just poured a half a glass of water in there, so it's good.
No, I would never disrespect.
No worries.
It was a joke.
No worries.
Peter seriously poured in his coffee, so it's good.
I can't wait. We have a lot of good whiskeys coming up, so I hope you guys.
I bought one today. Actually, we're going to try next week.
I hope. No, not next week.
Did you?
You're 3 weeks behind.
Rating review of the Nika whiskey.
Well, it was 5.5 for me. It was a
5 for Chris.
All right, let's taste it.
You two got to rate yours.
Hey, while you jump.
Cheers.
Understand, it's going to be tasting like a scotch.
Yes, which is like a Lagavulin type, so it's smoky.
Definitely got the scotch. You know what scotch tastes like?
Wow, that is a real woody.
It's very smoky. Yeah. It's very smoky.
Yeah.
It is. It's like smelling permanent marker that you get in like the back there. Yeah.
That's more of a cigar.
Yeah.
This type of.
Yeah, I think it's something that you sip on for a few hours. It's not something that you chug down.
You know,
it's got a real woody.
So my parents used to have like Joe built a beautiful liquor cabinet. My parents used to have a liquor cabinet full of like old drinks, like old whiskey stuff. And I remember we used to smell them like idiots as kids. And there was one that was like definitely like too old and it was just dog shit. Mm-hmm. But it smelled.
And you're like, this is like, what this is. This is dog shit.
You smell it, you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
I would say, yeah, a 5. Don't get me wrong, I like it, and I do like.
This is also a 1 to 9 scale, so everybody's aware.
Yeah. 5 is like neutral, so it's like
5 is neutral. 5 is I like it, but I don't love it.
Yeah, and I think this is probably in that realm. Like I would give it a 5.5 only because if you sip on it and then don't drink it for a long time, you're just tasting wood, and I do like that. But it's a lot to bite.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a 4.
So Pierre's going to bring that average down. It's probably going to be somewhere around a 5-ish average by the time we're done with this thing.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not going to right.
You know what, though?
But the bottle is a 9.
The bottle is so cool.
The bottle is a 9. It is a cool bottle, for sure.
Yeah, the bottle's like an 11.5.
Yeah, on a scale of 9, the bottle's probably an 11 on the scale. Yeah, for sure. It's cool.
Does everybody here have Friday off?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I had today off, actually.
You had today off, too?
Yeah, he went down to Dave
Collis
because I got emails from both him and Dave Collis.
I can tell you how that happened, too. Because Dave's like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm like, give me the goddamn phone. So I sent the email for him. And I'm like, you already sent it, you idiots.
Yeah, no shit. He sent it to everybody, and then he sent it just to me.
Good work, emails. Good work talk here, guys. Good work talk here.
That was the food order. Dave wanted to make sure his food order got out today for the company.
He sent it to everybody, by the way.
Yes.
Actually, Joe, it's
FYI,
I already won them.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. Off camera, we will get your food order.
Okay. But we're gonna.
Joe wants a Chilean sea bass.
Chilean sea bass.
Don't fuck with the poor guy.
Okay. He wants to roast chicken.
Mr. Anderson got the roast chicken. What the fuck?
Did he really?
Yeah. Isn't it? Well, let's not go. Let's not. What are we talking?
We'll give him shit on the 12th. You'll all hear it.
We're gonna live the podcast in that one.
Yes, hopefully it'll be a nice long.
Did Pepsi get the fucking salmon or something?
No, Pepsi hasn't given me his order. The only people
I get one. Me and Dave are together.
Mr. Anderson and Mr. Kaus have all given me their orders. Peter, Joe, Sexy Pepsi, our buddy Gab Baby, and myself.
I assume the sides are.
Hey, but that's after talk. Here's the real question: have you seen Kurt's Cabin? The Cabin?
I've watched most of them.
I've seen all of them.
I enjoy it.
I love you to death. We gotta get Netflix on your.
Well, I have Netflix. I just watch dumbass shit on Netflix.
So I've watched the first 3.
Did you watch Bobby Lee one?
Oh,
that's
the best. Yeah, no.
I'm not gonna lie. Most comedy stuff, like outside of like movies, I don't really watch like stand-up comedy or anything like that. But like, I should probably watch a little bit more.
I like stand-up. If I haven't, so when we saw Bert Kreischer's Secret Time is one of my favorite stand-ups.
Yeah.
But if I would have seen it live, like, so we saw his most recent live.
We did see it live.
I still like
Big Boy. We saw Big Boy live.
Big Boy. I didn't like watching Big Boy on Netflix. I loved it live than like a Netflix. So we saw it. But Bert Kreischer has on Netflix has Cabin.
Yeah.
I thought Joey Diaz and Tom Segura, the first episode, I'm going to watch it with you, Chris, again.
That's a great introduction to the series. That's a great episode.
Unbelievable. I'm not going to lie. I cannot stand listening to Joey Diaz. But when we saw
what's wrong with you?
But when I saw him live, I thought he was hilarious.
That was my second favorite. I like the Bobby Lee one better.
I like watching comedy live over watching comedy on TV.
John Rawlings and all that.
I didn't think John Rawlings was that good. I like him. He's hilarious.
But I thought putting him with those two was fucking, because he didn't want to do any of the shit those two
that's
were
exactly
doing.
What it was.
That was hilarious.
John L was like the hesitant.
Like, fuck this shit, you crazy
John L was like the straight guy where he was just like, dude, this is ridiculous.
Who actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be? I thought Caitlyn Jenner.
That wasn't the worst one I thought was
really like Caitlyn. I came out like the
worst one I thought of that group was the one with the guy from The Soup and Joe McHale and Caitlyn. That was the worst one.
Who's he with?
He was with Joe McHale, Kaylee Kuko, and Mrs.
Oh, Mrs. Pat. Mrs. Pat's the best.
I know she was good, but I thought that episode, the group, I thought was the worst one of the group. They just had no vibe together. They were so they were such opposites.
If you guys ever,
I know she's Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
No, she's good. No, she's funny.
Miss Pat's on Joe Rogan. My favorite fucking Joe Rogan's.
She's hilarious. But I'm saying, but to me, in my personal opinion, the group, those four together. It was just too awkward. They did not mix at all.
How was Big J Ogerson?
That was a good one too. With him,
he's good.
Yeah, I like with him, Anthony Anderson, and that was a good one too. With Deion Cole, that was good too. Yeah, that was funny. But I just thought
from Chicago.
You got to get they got to have the mix there, and I felt like that group had no.
We watched it last Sunday, and I loved. It's
like even like Vicky Glazer and
it's great.
They at least had some rapport. Like that, those four people together, they just didn't mix together to me.
You know what I liked about that episode though is that
how nice he
from
was
a third party. Oh, that was nice. But from like a third party, the way you see Caitlyn Jenner through the Kardashian stuff, and I feel like it gets put on this filter, and then anytime you hear someone talking about it, it's like derogatory or because of a certain thing. And there you just got to see her as she is, her thoughts, and then talking about the Olympics, and it was such a great, I don't know, it just made me like Caitlyn Jenner a lot more because
we all know that Caitlyn was trying to get Olympics.
Could be.
Oh, you think so?
The real point of that episode is you never do act story with fucking Bert Kreischer because he might kill you.
The worst part is I seen his dick like 3 times already.
You've seen the movie you've seen it like 6 more times.
Why?
The Bobby Lee. Did you see the Bobby Lee episode yet? No.
Yeah.
I mean, his dick is like fucking everywhere in that episode.
You know what? Maybe I didn't realize it.
I missed it.
No, I don't know if I seen it in that one.
Or his asshole gets.
No, that's Nikki Glazer's one.
All wax. All of it.
His balls are like
all everywhere. You see it so much more. You see more Bert Kreischer. My favorite part of that series is when his kids are like.
Yeah, I've seen his dick more than I've seen mine at this point.
I love how his kids are like, "Are you?"
Oh yeah. Can you stop walking around in a Speedo? Like you're half naked all the time.
I was just listening to the Two Bears One Cave, the last one, and he's talking about when he first used the N-word. And
the
Black family, and it was a great story.
Oh yeah,
it was a great story. He's like, I
used to go into it a little bit. They were like not picking up. They were giving him white boy.
Yeah,
and he's in Florida.
Like
and the N-word in Florida is much more.
He had talked about how he came back from, or where he grew up was like a very white trash area, and they used it all the time. So he's like, oh, I thought it wasn't okay to say this stuff. They're calling me honky and stuff like that, so I can say it. And then he ends up saying it. And it's a beautiful story because the father sits him down and says, why you can't use that word. Yeah. Grandma comes down and says, why you can't use that word. And then Bert drops, and I just remember sitting as like a 10-year-old boy in a Speedo, and you're like, this motherfucker has worn a Speedo his entire goddamn fucking life.
That's all Joe got back.
Beautiful, heartfelt message. And he's like, and I'm sitting there as a 10-year-old boy in a Speedo, and you're like, he's wearing one in this moment? Oh my God. Why is he wearing a Speedo inside?
He's probably skinnier at 10, I'm guessing.
You know what's crazy?
It's just such a stupid
I was
funny
listening to Fire and the Kid, their most recent podcast, and Brendan Schaub's in the fucking hot tub in the Speedo. And it's like, every fucking person in LA, is that a new thing? Are we going to Speedos?
I mean, I hope not. I mean,
like, I'm gonna have to start shaving my legs, baby. I'm gonna start shaving my legs.
It's very constricting.
I'm not getting the bikinis all waxed.
Come on, baby.
We're gonna next podcast. We're gonna Crystal Guy wax live, baby.
I'm going naturally European. I'm coming out there looking like Borat.
Joe, you would have the most painful shave of all of us for sure.
I
don't know.
It is just lit.
Chris is pretty hairy. Chris has got that. He's got that weird thing there.
It's A&D for sure here.
I have a distinct line between my neck and my chest, but from my chest down there is hair that's connecting all the way to my toes.
I'm so glad that
we can cut this podcast. I don't even get Peter, but we can cut that. We can probably cut the podcast right now. It's very good time.
Why?
Joe Kelly's hairlines.
I'm a hairy man.
I mean, Joe's got the best.
Trying to hair shade me, huh?
Joe's definitely got the best hairline. So as long as he's got hair everywhere, like, unfortunately for Chris got no hair, but everywhere.
I got it everywhere, but my head.
That's the worst.
Except for my beard. My beard is glorious.
Yes, immaculate.
It's okay.
Yeah, Pierre hates it, but
I hate. Well, I'm just a guy who thinks clean shaven is a better way.
He's not clean shaven right now.
Yeah, he looks
got a little scruff, but it's nice. It's a nice scruff.
Here's the thing: the best part of Joe or Bert's the podcast where he waxes his ass is because he's like, I would go for runs and my ass hairs would get tangled. I'm just like, oh, that is a goddamn visual.
Nobody wants to see. Nobody wants to see.
No, Jesus Christ. You know what? To be that comfortable and naked would be. I don't know if I would.
Oh, he has no inhibition whatsoever.
Sometimes I watch them and I watch like Tom Segura and I'm like, I just think, this would happen.
I don't think Tom Segura anywhere near.
No, you wouldn't.
Wait, so think about it. Tom was. They also talked about how they were fit and they got their girls and got fat.
But Tom is nowhere near.
No,
Tom is nowhere near as open about his body as fucking Bert is.
No, listen, nobody's gonna be happy being fat.
Because you're just more uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. You don't fit in anything.
I was talking about how
everything. It's so weird. Like I've been fat, and like where I'm at now, I would much rather be where I'm at now. Like even. Like
yourself, you just feel good.
We listened to a little bit of the Joe Rogan podcast with Mike Tyson, where like they had the argument of being in shape and in condition. Joe is probably the most. Peter and Joe maybe be the closest to in condition.
Not anyway.
I'm in shape, but like you don't want to be fat. Being fat or being like
and
just outside.
We're just saying like being healthy. Like none of us are like.
I will say this: when I had to cut weight for the Golden Glove stuff, I was way happier being able to eat whatever I wanted, but I never felt better than when I was doing that. Like for Golden Gloves, because then I would do that, and then I wouldn't do anything for a month, like literally not exercise, and then we'd do the Soldier Field 10 mile in May, and I would just like I'd have, like, I wouldn't be your time, but I would just be very competitive, like 9-minute miles over 10 miles. Or
and we'll get close to ending this, but so this year I started, a little bit, I think I'm almost going on a year of 24-hour fasting, the keto diet kind of thing, and I can't tell you, like, the energy levels, the health honestly, I remember, like, when I would eat, like, during the afternoon, like, I would have, like, a big lunch, like, pasta, whatever, you just, a lot of bread. You honestly crash midday. I don't have any of that anymore. And I'm not just saying that to say it, like, it's honest truth. I noticed that, like, after lunch, I would be like, oh, fuck. And so you go have a Mountain Dew, you have another coffee, just kind of wake you up. So now, I'm so clean all day, my energy levels never spike up and down. And it's just because I'm not throwing a bunch of fucking sugar in my body. Mm-hmm. And it's not easy, I get it. Like people, I love pizza, I miss bread, I miss chips.
Everything's got their own pros and cons, including eating healthy.
Yep.
It's got its own cons. Like, you can't eat certain things, you can't enjoy certain moments as much as other people because it puts you in this thing, but it's like, it's a choice. It all comes down to your choice. Absolutely. What do you want? What do you enjoy more?
That's it, exactly. And I honestly think, like, I've had a lot of conversations, but I think a little bit of exercise, even, just burning energy, even a little bit healthy. It doesn't have to be always healthy, but eating healthy, a majority of the time is gonna, and you just feel better. Like, and try it for a little bit. That energy and how you're gonna feel, it's just so much better than being, Chris could explain this more, is
just
running.
Just push yourself a little bit. Like take yourself out of your comfort zone for a minute, and then push it outside of that. After that, you'll eventually get there.
Well, that's a great
way.
And just to kind of elaborate on that, or ask you to elaborate. I mean, talk about.
Yeah,
talk about that
when
because
you started running.
There's I think that's something because you're talking about put yourself out of your comfort zone. You would, and you would.
So
hate
literally,
it.
like you would literally just start with like I would run for a minute, walk for 2, run for a minute, walk for 2. Then it became running for 2 minutes, walk for 2, running for 2 minutes, walk for a minute, like, and you just like push yourself out of the comfort zone. And then, like what Peter said, like it'd be like one day it's like, fuck, let's see where I'm at. I ran for 5 minutes. The next day I'm like, okay, you know what? I ran for 5 minutes. I felt comfortable. Let's see where I push myself. I ran from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. I'm like, That's a mile and a half. Like, literally, like the best thing for me is, like, when I run with Peter, because, like, Peter, like, pushes his pace, so I try to keep up with Peter. Like, if I'm running without Peter, like, I kind of, like, slag a little bit. It's not, like, super lagging, but, like, I'm running with my brother.
What you're trying to say is have a buddy. Like,
so having a buddy,
have a friend.
Have a life
really is. Yeah. This has always been. So, let's end this. Let's let these fucking people... Let's end this. Let's everybody have a great fucking Thanksgiving. I don't mean this. There's no way to swear that. I just want to say,
hope you have a great Black Wednesday too.
Yes.
So it'll be over by the time
we appreciate it if you're listening to this.
And if we're going out for Black Friday, make sure you box out.
Box out. Well, here's the thing.
Stores are open anymore? I don't even know that, are they?
We'll see. I have no idea. Hopefully,
I honestly have no idea either.
In Chicago, they have big box limits, so I don't know about that, but
they're going to have 25% store limits.
Yeah.
So let me say this again. We hope we hope your Black Wednesday, because it's not coming out tonight. We hope you guys had a great fucking Black Wednesday with family, friends. Thanksgiving, be safe. If you're traveling, be safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. And enjoy yourself. Like this fucking year has been crazy. So enjoy your family if they're healthy. Be very grateful for that. At least enjoy the fucking meal. This is the goddamn cheat day for everybody in America.
Yep.
And I just want to thank everybody here tonight.
Thankful for you guys.
Seriously.
Thankful for
Cheers.
you. Cheers.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Bye.